Welcome to our third session on beating task overwhelm. When you're busy, it's essential that you stay focused on your A1 priority item. And if an interruption comes, it's easy to get derailed. Your train of thought can go off the rails. Or a distraction can actually cause a shift in the momentum on a project. So while it's perfectly understandable that from time to time you have to defer some of those interruptions or distractions to a later time, we don't want to get into the habit of just putting things off, because everything you put off will have a tendency to pile up for this time that we'll call later that never really seems to arrive. We're always living and working in the present moment. So if there is going to be a later in which you're going to get it done, you have to question the rationale behind that. Think about it. Is a task going to be any easier if you defer it to a later time? Probably not, because you're going to have to get your mind back in the game. You're going to have to figure out what is it that needs to be solved here. There's going to be some time and effort just to get yourself back up to speed. Secondly, is it going to be more convenient to do it at a later time? Let's face it, the reason that we put it off is that it's an inconvenient issue to deal with right now. The likelihood of it being more convenient later, probably not the case. There's never a convenient time to deal with an inconvenient issue. So we have to challenge the mindset that goes into putting it off to a later time. Again, don't worry about it if you have to, as long as when you do put it off, you consider, don't pile it. File it in a way that's going to help you pick it up when you need to get it done. Ideally at a time that you've scheduled to get it done. This was a breakthrough idea that came to me when I was working with a coach from Priority Manager. What they were saying is that the average executive actually spends 40 minutes a day looking for things that are within arm's reach. That was a mind blower to me. But what they were advocating for is work from a clean desk. So if I have to get a piece of paper and handle it, what I want to do is I want to handle it just once. But if I know, okay, not a convenient time, it's something I am going to have to deal with at a later time, rather than putting it in a pile and saying, I'll get to that, file it right there. So for example, with financial information, invoices that have come in that I've either paid or need to pay, I put those in a file that my bookkeeper receives from me on a monthly basis. And when it's time to bring that material to her, what I will do is I will find what is it in here that needs to be addressed that I haven't addressed quite yet. Maybe some checks that need to be written, whatever. The idea is I'm going to place in an appropriate file, here are the A priority items that I need to deal with, the B priority items, and then I need to schedule in times in my planner when I'm going to have discretionary time to handle those key priorities. When I see that discretionary time is available in my planner, not an appointment with somebody else, I make an appointment to myself and I handle the top priority items that are in front of me. In summary, you're going to beat task overwhelm when you get out of the mindset of the busyness trap that you don't have time. You do have time. It's about your creative use of time that is going to make all the difference. Best wishes. Go back through the series if it will help. See the kind of progress that you're making in order to take charge of your time and your life to beat task overwhelm and accomplish what matters most to you.